Hi.
Hi, good
Hello,
evening.
hello. And we are
Everyone.
live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Global Women Building with Purpose Live Series. It's a global community of women building income with intention, integrity, and impact. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining us from different parts of the world. We are truly excited for today's episode because we're going to talk about something very real, something that so many men and women silently struggle with when they first hear about digital business. And that is this the belief that you need to be techy or salesy to start. For many, these thoughts become the very reason why they hesitate, delay, or even miss the opportunity to start. Some may be thinking, I'm not good with technology, I don't know how to use those apps or systems, or I'm not the type of person who likes selling or convincing people. And because of these beliefs, many people automatically assume this is not for me. But today we want to open up that conversation because the truth is most of us here once had those same fears also. We also questioned ourselves, we also hesitated. And that's exactly we're going to share with you today. Our best personal experiences, our realizations, and what we discovered when we finally gave ourselves the chance to try. So if you're tuning in live right now, please engage with us and let us know where you are watching from in the comments section. And if you are catching the replay, we would still love to hear your thoughts as well. So let's start. But let me first introduce myself. My name is Jen from Bicol, Philippines. I'm a mom of two girls, a registered agriculturist, and currently working as a sales professional while running my digital business on the side. I started this business more than a year ago at the time when I made a very personal decision to leave my full time corporate job to become more present for my kids. During the pandemic, I had to be away from my kids for work, and that experience really changed my perspective. So I started building this as an additional income stream, something that can give me options in the future and something I can grow without compromising my current work and family time. Now, going back to our topic, one of the biggest hesitations that held me back before starting was this: I'm not a tech savvy. I was not really into social media trends, technology, apps, or online systems. At that time, I was not even using simple apps like CapCut or Canva, and I didn't know how to create business page. And I was only using social media for personal posts, sharing family photos, updates, or just scrolling. So when I first saw this digital business, it honestly felt overwhelming, but because everything was new to me. But when I actually started and became a digital business owner myself, what surprised me the most was that I didn't need to be a tech expert at all. Everything was taught step by step, from creating simple creatives to setting up pages to learning how to show up online. It was all guided in a very simple and structured way through the training program that I could access anytime, anywhere. And more importantly, I was not doing the business alone. There were mentors, coaches, and a community that supported me along the way until I slowly gained confidence. And here what I came to realize, because this is the world we live in right now, everything is becoming digital. And what's inspiring is there are people in their 60s and 70s in this business who are doing amazing and getting great results. They did not start as experts as well. Some learned slowly, and that's okay because in this business, it's not about how fast you learn, but that you are willing to learn. In this business, what is more important than being a tech savvy is that you show up every day. You stay coachable, you take action, and genuinely want to help people because this is not just about income. It's really a matter of serving people, and creating impact. The technical skills you will learn along the way, and the good thing is you carry them with you. You can use your learnings in your personal and everyday life, or even in your other businesses as well in the future. But the decision to start and the courage to keep going, that's something you choose. So, to any woman listening right now who feels the same fear or hesitation, you don't need to be techy to begin. You just need to be open, willing, and ready to take that first step. So that's it for me. And now let's hear from our next speaker, Maine.
Thank you so much, Jen. And hello, everyone. I'm Maine. I'm a wife. I've been working as a civil engineer for more than a decade now, and I do this digital business on the side. So part of the reason why this became important to me is because of the nature of my work. Most of the time, I'm assigned far from home to the point that going back to my family isn't something I can do anytime I want. So sometimes I can only go home once a year, sometimes even longer at that. And even when I got married, my husband and I had to go through 2 years of long distance relationship. So deep inside, I knew I wanted something more flexible, something that could give me more options when it comes to time and locations. And that's what led me to explore digital business. But at the same time, what really held me back was the idea of selling because I've actually experienced that before. The kind where you have to convince people to buy a product, reach out to them, follow up to them, explain over and over again. And honestly, it wasn't easy. I experienced a lot of rejection. I experienced people ignoring me, and there were moments where it felt like I was forcing something just to make a sale. That's why I told myself before, I don't want to do this kind of business again. So when I first saw this digital business, my immediate thought was, isn't this just another form of selling like I do before? So but when I decided to explore and really understand how it works, that's when I realized it's actually very different because this kind of business is not built around convincing people. It's built around attraction and connection. So you don't go out there chasing or forcing conversations. Instead, you focus on showing up, sharing value, and positioning yourself in a way that the right people, those who are already looking, are the ones who come to you. So the dynamic changes from convincing to connecting, from chasing to attracting. And that made a huge difference for me because it removed the pressure of being salesy and replace it with simply being consistent and authentic. So now what I truly believe is you don't need to be a salesperson to do this. You just need to be willing to learn, follow a system, and trust the process. Because in this kind of business, people don't respond to pressure. They respond to authenticity. So if you're women in your 30s or beyond and you resonate with what I shared, maybe you're also struggling with time or feeling like your schedule is controlling your life, or you simply want something more but you're not sure where to start. I just want you to know you're not alone. We've been there too. And maybe this is your chance to explore something different, something that can actually fit your life. And maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for. So, yeah. And how about you, Neha? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this too.
Oh, so hi everyone. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm from Mauritius, and previously I was working in accounting for the past 13 years. But in 2021, I started this digital business because I was looking for something that I would not need to work in my professional career till I'm 65 years old, because I was suffering from burnout, tired of not having enough time for myself, for my family. So I found this opportunity and I decided to start this business. And I also now work in a sales in a freight company. So this is about me. So, for me, what I was fearing when I saw this opportunity was being able to sell to people. I was thinking that I need to reach out to people, like Maine said she did earlier, reaching out to people. How will I reach out to my friends? Like they will say, "What are you doing?" I thought I had to sell products, because I had no idea what a digital business is. I'd never heard of something like that. Then I was thinking, how will I reach to my friends, my family? Will I have to message them one by one, telling them that I've started a new business? What will they think when they see my social media page? I had no idea how this will work. But when I did my coaching call with Ain, who's my coach. So she right away when we did this coaching call, I remember very well. She showed me the system, how it works, how automated the system is. She showed me the training site. It's very rare that you get a system where you can learn on your own and it's in simple language. So I was very fascinated by how the system is designed, and where someone is like literally being my everyday coach with me with this training system. I see what I need to do right when I start the next step one, step two, step three. So this I really liked about the system, that I didn't have to chase people. It showed me how to work in using automation. Like I don't need to reach out to people to tell them what I'm selling, what I'm doing. It's automated in a way that you don't have to stress about selling to people. And you reach out to thousands of people by just setting the business, and of course you need to do some work, it's very obvious, but there's no fear of reaching out to people. So this motivated me really to start this business. And after I started, I really thought that I have to work overnight and because I was already working very long hours for my job, so I thought that I would not have time to run this business. But automation at its top in this business, that you don't have to lose your sleep to run your business. Sometimes we fear that when we have a business, we won't be sleeping, we will have been sleepless nights. So this is not the case in this business. So for me, this was the highlight of this business. Like I don't have to sell individually one by one to people. I don't have to chase people in this business. I learned everything through this business by using our system and seeing people in our community. That's how I learned everything is in this business, and that's what gave me confidence from where I started to where I am now. So if you're fearing that you don't have selling skills and or technical skills, as Jen mentioned, that you don't need. So just start, take action, just check out what this business is about, because just like us, you might have the same fear that we had before starting, and you will see how none of these fear actually exist when you just decide to get started. Yeah. So that was it from me. So we have lots of comments. So let's check out the comments. Okay, firstly we have Markwin. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy
Hello,
Saturday rest day. Take care, everyone. I literally just woke up before Hi, Maria, Luella. Hello,
Hi,
hello,
Mami
hello.
Luella.
And she recently joined the business. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, so we have Joanne. Hello, ladies. Thank you for
Hello,
watching.
Joanna.
Hello.
Hi.
Evening.
So Joanne is watching you, ladies, while
Hi, Mommy
washing the
Joanne.
dishes. Wow.
Hello,
October
Mommy
Mobile.
Joanne.
With purpose.
Hi, Kevin, watching from the Philippines. Hello, ladies. Our business model is one of a kind, and I'm so glad I got to discover this venture. Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin.
Din.
All right, let's move on.
Yes, thank you to all our viewers. Thank you for watching. And I can totally relate with Jen, Min, and Nia. But before anything else, before I share my side, hello everyone. I'm Ayin. I'm joining you from the Philippines. A brief introduction about myself. I used to work in the finance and business consulting industries, and I'm a wife. I'm also a homeschooling mom of my 8-year-old daughter. I'm also a fur mom and a digital business owner for 6 years now and business coach for 5 years. So, just to give you my experience with this business, before I started the digital business, one of my biggest hesitations, apart from being techy, but my main concern was about selling. So just like Min and Mia. So I thought that starting a business meant actually reaching out to people, messaging friends, or even talking to strangers, or worse, chasing people just to offer something. So that thing for me, it's not me. I can say that it's not me. So it doesn't sit well with me. So, and because I also don't like being approached that way, especially when it feels like there's a hidden agenda when someone approaches you, right? So for me, connections should be genuine for me. That's very important to me. And I want to talk to people because I chose to, not because I need something from them. So and even if I seem more outgoing now, I'm really not that type of person of easily be talking to people, approaching them. I actually, my personality is I prefer a smaller circle of friends or people around me. I'm not the one who can easily start a conversation, especially with strangers, and even more if I need to offer something. So that idea of like selling or convincing people or pushing people to buy from you, that's not really me. So just like Nia and Mean, there was a fear of rejection on my side. So fear of coming across people to be insincere, and I also fear of leaving bad impressions to people. So when I first started the business, or I first learned about the business, that was in 2019. I heard that I didn't need to hard sell or push people to buy products. So that was a big factor for me. And when I get into the system, what actually surprised me when I started was how different the business model was. So there's not really selling of products in traditional sense. What we are really offering here in this business is the complete business package. So instead of like convincing people to buy something, we're sharing the opportunity with those who are open to also starting a digital business. So that what made it easier for me, and I didn't have to reach out to people or chase people. We just attract them through the right approach, through advertising, through content creation, through marketing. So all of those, that what I mentioned, it's also taught in the training, in our training side. That's what Mia said. She was when we had our coaching call before, she saw the training, how comprehensive it is, right? So that's really a game changer for me when I also knew about this business feature. So for someone like me who doesn't want to force conversation, it made the business really feel aligned with my values and my personality. And on top of that, the systems are in place. There's a process that explains the business, that guides the people step by step. And what's important is that the system already filters out people who are really interested. So we don't need to talk to people, to everyone. We can focus on those people who are already ready to explore or very serious in checking out the business. So with that, without being said, what really matters in this business, it's not being actually being techy or being salesy. It's really for me about being genuine of helping people, not pushing them to buy products, not needing to convince them. You just need to be honest in how you share the business and willing to follow the system. So it's like a learning process. You learn about, all about the advertising, the content creation, and applying those what you've learned. That's what's very important here in the business. So um, if you are someone who is open to growth, right? Um, you don't need to sell, right? In this business, we were hesitant to like you at first, but now we understand when we understand the business model, that you don't need to be something that you are not in this business. So that's it from my end. You just don't need to chase people in this business. Just do it the right way. The right people will find you, right? So there, I think next would be Pia on sharing what's the myth that she thought was a true what's true about the business, but she found out that it's not. So take it away, Pia.
Okay, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hello, ladies. And hello to everyone watching us tonight. So, my name is Pia de los Reyes from the Philippines. I am a wife, a mom to a 10-year-old daughter, and I'm a full time bank employee and at the same time, a part time digital business owner. So, to answer the question, which held me back more, being not techy or not salesly, honestly, what held me back the most was not being techy. So to be real with all of you, I struggle a lot when instructions became too technical for me. I would feel overwhelmed easily. I will let somebody read the instructions and explain it to me in layman's term. What does it mean? So I wasn't confident navigating tools or systems online. So I leave it to the Gen Zs, something like that. So all I knew really is basic stuff. So I just post pictures and videos in my personal FB page on social media. So I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I and TikTok. But I mostly use Facebook. So I only post when something significant happens in my life, family moments, work events, or anything worth sharing. So that's it, nothing else. So I really thought this is going to be a struggle for me. So, but what surprised me the most is when I got into the business. Inside the business, there is actually a step-by-step guide that is simple, clear, and easy to follow. It's a learning experience actually. So I learned to use applications to make a content. So I realized I didn't need to know everything all at once. I just need to follow the process, and you should be willing to learn. And because of that, I was able to create my own website, something I never imagined I could do before. So it really felt like I was already building my own digital business. So and also what made it even more meaningful is the community. So you will feel you're not alone. You have mentors, coaches, and people like these ladies who are genuinely willing to help. So now I realize it's not about being techy anymore. So it's about being open to learning and willing to take simple steps consistently because everything can be learned, right? So as long as you don't stop. There, that's it for me. So Nika, are there any more comments?
There is.
Oh,
Go.
so we are cheerleading,
Yay!
meeting these wonderful ladies. Thank you for
Hello,
being here.
thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
That's
So So I want to speak directly to you and to all of the people watching right now. So maybe you've been thinking, I'm not techy, I'm not good at sales, or I don't think this is for me. But what if the reason you've been holding back is not because you're not capable, but because you believed you needed to be someone you're not. You know, you thought you had to be super techy, you thought you had to be naturally salesly, you thought you had to be someone different just to start, but the truth is you don't. You don't need to change who you are. And you just need to be willing to grow from where you are. So, because this journey is not being perfect and it's not about knowing everything from the start. It's about saying yes to learning, yes to growth, yes to opportunities that can expand your life. So, if something in you is curious, if something in you is telling you, maybe this is for me, don't ignore that. Take the next step, learn more, register on our respective websites, stay connected with us because this could be the beginning of something bigger for you, not just in income, but in confidence, growth, and purpose. And always remember, this is what Global Women Building with Purpose is about. Women building income with intention, integrity, and impact. That's it. Good
Thank
All
you
evening.
very
right. Thank you. Good evening,
much.
everyone. Good
Goodbye.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Nina. Bye,
Bye.
May, Jen.
Bye bye.
Good